Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yeah, that's like the first. That's the first time I greet you like that. Because yeah, it's the first morning stream ever. Sorry for a bit of a delay. I was grabbing my fan. We're having a heat wave right now, and yeah, it's like as I wrote in the chat, it's like 20 past 8 in the morning, and it's already pretty warm. And yesterday was like very hot, so I assume it will be hot as well later. And yeah, basically I melt at above 20 degrees Celsius, so yeah, I'm having a bit of a suffer time. But yeah, welcome everyone, welcome. Hello, Lowbringer, glad to see you here, and welcome, beloved, glad to see you here as well. Hope both of you are doing okay today. Hope you're doing fine. You're having a monsoon right now. Oh yeah, it's a monsoon season in Asia, right? It's actually pretty fitting because because in a few minutes we'll be playing a game. And it's actually about monsoons, so yeah, you're gonna see. But yeah, welcome everyone, welcome. How are you doing? What's the name of the song? This was a RuneScape soundtrack, and the song before was called Newbie Melody. Hold on, I'll write it up in the chat. There we go. But yeah, as I said, we have a. Sorry, I'm a bit. I like woke up 30 minutes ago, and before that I did some dusting. So yeah, my hands are a bit sticky. Also, I haven't ate breakfast yet. I only got coffee. Actually, I want to eat breakfast today. I'm doing pizza, so you know, when I do pizza, I usually this is usually my only meal. So yeah, it may be a bit rough, today. As you can see, I'm still a bit groggy. Did you tell me about Skull X Abophobia? No, I don't think you did. Or at the very least, I don't remember. So if I don't remember, then I'm very sorry. You're also doing fine. That's good to hear. It's 2 a.m. here, a bit chilly. Oh yeah, it's very early to you. It's very early for you. Hope you're not losing sleep, basically. But yeah, it's good that it's chilly for you. I mean, as I said, for me it's like very warm. Like it was like a very warm night as well. So yeah, we're having a heat wave, as I said. So yeah, this will be a very uncomfortable day. Like yesterday was pretty bad already. A pizza for breakfast. No, not for breakfast. It's for lunch. I just want to eat breakfast before that, or like anything else. So don't worry, I'm not. It's not like a fat stream or anything. It's not that. I'm not that bad down. Okay, it's still not that bad with me yet. It's a horror visual novel. I see. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one yet. I haven't heard of that one. Like the last horror visual novel I heard about that, you know, wasn't Doki Doki Literature Club, was something called Raging Loop, and I haven't played that one yet. Apparently it's like very mixed. But yeah, generally don't do visual novels on stream. You know, it's a bit too much reading for me. It's not something I don't think I handle. I mean, I know about some madmen who stream Yumi Neko, but that would be too much. I mean, if I was doing something visual novel related, then I guess that would be AI or something. You know, AI the Somnium files. Mostly because most of the dialogue is voiced, so I don't have too much to read. We can just listen to it. Skullx Ibophobia, released in 30th June. Oh, I see. So it's pretty recent. It's pretty recent. Is it like a paid game? Because you know, if it's paid, then I would probably wait for a very deep sale, because you know, never pay more than 20 bucks for a video game, right? It's like an ancient law, and never pay more than $5 for a visual novel. So yeah, that's my cred. That's what I added to that ancient law, basically. It's only 10 bucks. Yeah, it's a bit too much. I mean, with my country's currency, for 10 bucks, you can get lunch and dessert. You know, it's a bit, so it's a bit of a steep price, but five bucks is okay, I guess. Hold on, let me check. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the browser already. I just need to take Cooper with me, so bear with me. Okay, let's put the Cooper here. Oh, I just noticed he was He was blocking the chat. Whatever. Okay, here's the browser. Yeah, where can I put Cooper so he won't like be... Yeah, let's make it a bit... Yeah, there we go. Let's put him next to me. How much is it in my country's currency? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Hold on. Let me grab that. I can grab that. To just like give me trouble. Oh, it looks like that. It actually looks a bit... Yeah, it actually looks pretty interesting. I thought it would be like, you know, usual anime slop. But it thinks it actually looks interesting. Like, this looks like Darkest Dungeon almost. Yeah, it's like a very similar art style. Oh, your eyes, you're going blind. What's that? Why is that? Why are you going blind? Is it because of the white screen? Wait, it seems like there's a bit of a delay for you, I guess. I mean, it's strange. I like never stop the latency, you know. So you shouldn't have any delay. Good voice acting. Okay, that's it. That's interesting. Yeah, this looks... Oh, okay. Now that I look at it, it kind of reminds me of Cross or Cross It. You know, this like very... Actually, it's not a very old comic, I guess. Yeah, where was Cross It released? It was like the 80s, right? Cross It comic. It was made by the guy... Yeah, it was made by Garth Ennis. Where did... Oh. It was 2008? I could have sworn it was like the 90s. So maybe like Preacher was in the 90s. Let's see. Because yeah, this guy also made the Preacher, and also I think The Boys. No, not this type of Preacher comic. Yeah, Preacher was like in the 90s. Yeah, made by Garth Ennis, but he also made The Boys, I think. Yeah, see, he written for The Boys, and you know it's a pretty popular series right now. Oh, hello, Ken. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? Yes, it is a rare morning, Zan. It is a rare morning, indeed. Watch the trailer, then decide if you want it or not. Yes, I will. I will later. Thank you for that. I'll just add it for my wish list. Yeah, how are you doing, Ken? Hope you're having a nice morning as well. I'm pretty sure this is also a morning for you. Yeah, we're just fucking around today a bit. Also, don't worry, another stream should be there at a normal hour as well. I mean, I hope it will. As I said, there's a heat wave right now. So if it's like not too hot, then it will probably happen. Probably abiotic factor and the... And what? Rather not and, but or. How was that game called? Fuck, I forgot. System Shock. Yeah, System Shock 2. Yeah, it's been a while. I almost forgot the name. Morning working at the moment. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was about to say why we have a morning stream. So yeah, it also relates to work. Let's return to my cell. Also, thank you again, Lowbringer, for the recommendation. I'll check the game out. I just added it to my wish list. Yeah, really cool graphics. Kind of like it kind of looks like a combination of Newgrounds stuff, or a Newgrounds style, and a Darkest Dungeon. So it looks pretty interesting. But yeah, why do we have a morning stream, basically? The reason is, like, I was supposed to have a vacation starting, actually, this week. Using my plans for, like, the last week, this Friday I was supposed to start my vacation, like, the actual one. You know, in my country you have to get, 2 weeks of vacation. You know, by law, basically. And last time I had to basically put it away for later because we had a very rough... It's like a very rough period in our job when we have a lot of work to do. You found it on your YouTube recommended feed and you liked it. Yeah, it seems like YouTube algorithm kind of works sometimes, right? I mean, generally pretty trash, but sometimes it just works, right? It just works. But yeah, basically, as I was about to say, yes. So the situation at work, like, you know, became a bit more stable for like this week, and the next week. but it will like start up again very soon, like act up again. So I didn't want to leave my boss with all that work because our department is like 2 people, and 2 people are like doing the entire financial stuff for the entire company. So it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough, especially now. So I decided to and to not be a dick and put away my vacation again in like 3 weeks or so, which should be pretty stable again. Like this period of this rough period should be over by that time, so we should like take vacation pretty normally. But yeah, because we have a bit of a stable moment right now, I'd say like take like 2 days as well, days of vacation, just because of that rough period kind of like roughed me up. It was like very hard to keep up with everything. So I've been quite tired. So I'd say to take a few days as well. And also this morning stream is like a test for when I get an actual vacation, because when I get that vacation finally, as I said, in like 3 weeks, if I won't have to change my plans again. But if I won't have to change those plans, then in 3 weeks I will have 2 weeks of vacation. And that means I will have to probably change my streaming schedule. Like for evening streams, I will have to like bump it by a few hours, and also like at a morning time slot as well. One, just because I can, just because it's like a new audience. I mean, as you can see, there's some people that can't watch the stream on a normal hours, right? And also, it'll be a bit harder to, like, for me to stream during my usual hours. Oh, thank you for the sippy. Thank you. I'll get my coffee finally. I'll get the coffee. Thank you. So yeah, since it will be a bit harder for me to stream during my usual hours, then we have a bit of a change schedule for like 2 weeks when I have this vacation. So yeah, but that's like in a 3 weeks so far. Oh, I'm dropping frames. I wonder why. Anyway, since I have the vacation in 3 weeks, that means the rest of August will be normal. So yeah, there's that. But since I have a few days as well, then we can use that. We can use that to like do a test for a morning stream as well. So that's what we're doing. So yeah, in like a few weeks, you can expect more morning streams, I guess, during probably the same hour. Meow indeed. Have I played Rusted Warfare? I don't think so. Let me check that one. Rusted Warfare. Oh, it's an RTS. Pretty cheap too. It kind of looks like a flash game as well. Yeah, I haven't played that one. Looks interesting. I'll add it to my wish list. Yeah, thank you for another recommendation. Thank you for another recommendation, Lawbringer. What's so funny, beloved? What's so funny? I see you laughing in the chat there. Hold on. Rusted Warfare. Got a very good mods too. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, looks very... Looks quite rough. Looks quite simple, but seems interesting. So I just added right here. Also, fuck. Sorry, it's the morning. Overwhelmingly positive as well. That's pretty good. It kind of reminds me of 9-bit armies. It kind of looks like 9-bit armies, just in 2D, not 3D. I'm pretty sure 9-bit armies. It's also like pretty moddable as well. Also, yeah, let me show it to you. Let me show it to you in the browser again. You'll send some of its mod trailers. Check it after stream. Okay, thank you. I'll check it out. But yeah, I just noticed 9-bit armies came out. Where did it came out? It was like in early access last time I checked. Yeah, made by Petroglyph too. The guys who made Command & Conquer. The old Westwood. Yeah, that game's pretty cool as well. And also, I remember it being pretty moddable. But yeah, it's basically Command & Conquer. Just very simplistic. So I always say out of context due to delay. Oh, I see, I see. Try to refresh the stream. As I said, there shouldn't be any delay. Oh, I did lose a few frames, so I like recommend to you guys to like refresh the stream, see if it like makes it better. I think it should be. I think it should be better after that. But yeah, okay, don't worry about saying things out of context. This entire stream is out of context if you think about it. But also, since we're talking about RTSs, Dawn of War Remaster is coming out today. And it's like $30. Yeah, it's like $30 with a additional discount if you own the game. And I do own the game already. I actually got like all the expansions for free like a year ago. Yeah, it was quite weird. It's quite weird because you know last year, if you own either Dawn of War 1 or Dawn of War 2, like you know any version, you could like for example only own, let's say Dawn of War Soulstorm, right? Or like Dawn of War Retribution, or like only Dawn of War the original without the expansion. Then last year you would like get all the expansions for free, and they like called it I think Anniversary Edition or something like that. And yeah, and then like not even a year later, they basically announced the remaster of the first game. Never played a Warhammer, which is the best. This one, the very first game, Dawn of War. Yeah, this is basically like I'm pretty sure like most of people who like never heard about Warhammer before like learned about the series just by playing this game, because it was very good. It's one of the best RTS ever made. Sent 3 different mod trailers. Thank you. I'll check it out after the stream. But yeah, we're talking about Dawn of War now. Dawn of War 1, which is the best one. Like, I've seen a lot of people, like, back in the day, like, a lot of my friends played Dawn of War 2, but they, like, never got into it. It was, like, very... It was, like, really RTS anymore. It was, like, kind of a strange combination of, like, ARPG and then RTS. So it was very strange. But yeah, Dawn of War 1 is, like, very good. Only played the first Space Marine, like, 2012. Oh, I see. Yeah, Space Marine was, like, alright when I played it. I don't know, I didn't really got into it, but yeah, I did play I played a shit out of Dawn of War. It's one of my favorite RTS, like after StarCraft. Now we go and play some Rusted Warfare. I see. Enjoy your Rusted Warfare then, and thanks for stopping by. But yeah, that game looked quite interesting. So yeah, thanks for recommendation again. But yeah, this one is, and this one's coming out today. And it'll be like $30, and as I said, like 30% discount too if you own the original. So it's not that much money. So I think I'll buy it. I don't know if I'll play it on stream. I guess we'll see. I'm a bit skeptical about 25 gigabytes. How did they do that? Like the original game with all the expansions was like 10 gigabytes, and now it's like ballooned to 25. I don't know how they did that. Let's just hope. Let's just hope it's not like an UE5 or something, because that would be a disaster. But yeah, one of the coolest things that this game did back in the day, I think they nerfed it in the expansions too. But yeah, basically in the original game, you know, the original game without the expansions, it had this like very cool feature, which basically worked like that. You know, basically like all the people you killed, you know, all the people or greenskin, or the chaos stuff you killed, like basically all the corpses were permanent. They like stayed on the battlefield, and not only corpses. Like, for example, you like shot the ground with the artillery, right? And then after you did that, the earth would be permanently scarred. It would like remain on the ground for the entirety of the match. I mean, yeah, you could like set it up so it wouldn't remain, right? It wouldn't remain because, you know, back in the day PCs could barely run it. But yeah, when you have like a good PC, you know, for the time, you could set up for like all the damage and for all the corpses to be like permanent for the entirety of the match, and it was awesome. but yeah, then like the expansions unfortunately like absolutely nerfed it. You couldn't even if you like if you turned off the permanent full permanent ground scaring, it would like still yeah from what I remember, like some corpses would remain and some corpses would just become a pile of gore, basically like 2D sprites on the ground. So yeah, that was like extremely nerfed. And I never liked that. I never liked that when I played it back in the day. But yeah, I just hope they won't fuck it up further, because I'm pretty sure this like one of the biggest things about the performance. But yeah, I guess we'll see how it works. If it works well on my laptop, then I'll be satisfied. And maybe we'll play it tomorrow, or I guess today if it like releases. What does it release? 10 hours. Okay, so pretty normal, I guess. So I don't think we'll like play it now. If we play it, then I guess tomorrow, if I'll be able to stream, because I'm not sure yet. But I hope I will. I hope I will indeed. But yeah, I want to say I'm looking forward to it, but I'm optimistic. I'm carefully optimistic, and you know, as I said, since I know the original game, it wouldn't be too expensive. So yeah, we'll check that one out. We'll check that one out for sure. Let me take a sip of my coffee. As you can see, Cooper's here is doing. Oh, my squeaky chair really squeaked right now. Hope you didn't hear it. Oh, it's really hard to like talk during the morning, you know. It's quite hard, right? Yeah, I still haven't woke up yet, unfortunately. But that's what happens when you that's what happens when you like wake up early, right? Good luck with that. You always want to get into Warhammer, but somehow never get motivated enough to do it. Yeah, I can see that Warhammer is like very extensive universe. Like honestly, I don't really like. I don't really got into Warhammer myself. I only like know the basics because I've like played the game. So I like played this. I only played Dawn of War, a bit of Space Marine, a bit of Dawn of War 2 as well, and I also like played the. I played this Space Hulk game made by iDevs, and also like some Total Warhammer. So yeah, I'm a total newbie as well. I only know the basics. I know Empire bad, but actually good, and you know we gotta kill all the chaos, and orcs are the best race. Basically, that's all I know about Warhammer. And yeah, I like only, and you know, stuff like big flying cathedrals and stuff like that. Like I don't know anything else about Warhammer really, to be honest. But yeah, it's a very extensive universe. It has like a lot of nerds who like are into it as well. But yeah, I don't know shit about Warhammer, honestly. I don't know really anything aside from basics, aside from what I learned from the games. Yeah, I know. I just never got into it. Like my friends did got into it. Like I have friends that are really into Warhammer, but one, they had like money to buy the miniatures and pay them, right? Back in the day, I couldn't afford it. Like basically, those friends had like, you know, and those friends have like multiple Magic the Gathering decks, right? I only had one and some boosters, and you know my deck was horrible. Yeah, I think I've played like white-red deck or something like that, which apparently was recommended for new players. But when I played it, yeah, I'm pretty sure I only like won. I won like one match. I won like one match in my entire career, so to speak, of playing Magic with that deck. So yeah, basically I like, played around it for like two years. Only one match, and then just gave my deck to like my friends, so maybe they like get better used to it. And from what they told me, it was like garbage, so they didn't find much use. So yeah, that was the charm of being poor, right? And nowadays, even though I have money, then you know, one, it goes all goes to the debt, right? All goes to paying debts, and two, yeah, I just don't have will to like do it again. It's fine, you know, there are even extensive books, like a lot of lore. Yeah, that's too. Yeah, I even like had one of those books. I mean, I haven't had myself, but one of those friends that were into Warhammer like showed it to me. It was about Horus Heresy or Horus Heresy. I don't know how you spell it. But yeah, read a few pages and then decided, yeah, I don't think I can get into that. That seems a bit too much. I'll just stay with the games. So I did. But yeah, the lore is like very extensive. Apparently they've been like, you know, making shit up as they went as well. But still, apparently they're good reads into the lore. You know, if you're like into the universe, and you know the universe is like cool. It's like very cool, but it's not like Dune, I guess. It won't like change your life like reading Dune, unfortunately. But yeah, if you like want someone who like knows his way around Warhammer, then I can recommend Ramnor. He just came out from Japan as well, and he has some choice. He has some choice theories about Warhammer as well. Hold on, let me find it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. This image is great. I think Frankie made it. I'll give him a shout out after this as well. After like the delay ends. But yeah, basically Ramnor's theory is that basically like Warhammer 40k would be prevented with some healthy dose of incest. So yeah, that's quite a theory, a game theory. But yeah, I don't really know more about Warhammer than the games in this little image right here. But yeah, I guess that's a way. I guess incest may be useful sometimes. God, what did this stream came to? This is like a very weird morning today, right? The scratching the surface is enough for the common mortals. Yeah, I have the exact same. I have basically the exact same opinion about Warhammer. So yeah, it's very cool. It's very surface level, like you know, as I said, big cathedrals, artillery goes boom, green skins guns go daka daka, and you know that's all I need to know about Warhammer to have fun with that. I don't know. Maybe when I like old, maybe when I like you know old and withered, I'll be in like a wheelchair, right? I won't be able to move or something. I will be like fed with a straw, right, or with an IV drip. That would be like a very good time to get into Warhammer. I think I'll have all the time in the world to get into Warhammer. But yeah, until that happens, and then I'll stick with the games. Yeah, I have like this very same opinion about Battle Mech, or actually not Battle Mech, Battle Tech, which is also about mech, so it's fitting. So yeah, I basically know nothing about the series aside from the things I saw in the games, and also you know about what all I know are images of mechs and the games. That's all I know about BattleTech. And, you know, I also want to get into it, but then I saw a price of a rule set, and then a price of a miniature, and I was like, yeah, that's like another like retirement way to spend time, right? so yeah, maybe maybe for later in life. I mean, for now, like my only hyper obsession is like making games in StarCraft. So that's enough for now. That's like enough for an employed person. Yeah, and also like streaming. Like streaming takes a lot of time actually. If you like even stream for 3 hours, yeah, if you like stream for 3 hours, 3 days a week, that's like a lot of time. That's like literally 9 hours. And you know, 3 hours is like minimum, right? I generally stream for much more. Actually, not for much more, like 4 hours or so. But like that's like still a lot, right? And, you know, it gets like more often and more than I stream for like even 6 hours or so. Yeah, especially when I get into the game like Night Rain or Black Mesa. If it's not Zen. If it's not Zen, that's like a very important part as well. Yeah, thank God that's over. Thank God that's over. Yeah, I don't think I'll be playing Half-Life 2. I think I got my fill with Black Mesa for like Source stuff for now. But I guess we'll see. Maybe Abiotic Factor will be like a good. It will be like a good substitute for Black Mesa, you know. I think yeah. Like it's a very similar vibe as well. So let me show Frankie as well. Hopefully that's. Yep, that's like a that's like a wrong username. I need to like find him. Don't know what's common. That already sounds a lot to you. Yeah, apparently like 3 hours, 3 days is, you know, it's like a recommended amount of streams. Yeah, I know your streams are a bit shorter, but you know, that's okay. Not everyone needs to needs to like do 3 hours, right? Or in the lower end. Yeah, that's a bit of a lower end, but you know, some people do that as well and they're successful. So it's not about the hours. But generally, sorry for the Windows sounds. Where's Frankie? I can't find him. Let me try with the... Okay, let me try again. Let me try like that. Okay, now it worked. Now it works. Yeah, follow Frankie. He was the one who came up with that image you saw before about Ramnor. And you know, I think that image just went into the Hall of Fame and he made that. So you know, I really recommend his streams. I think he's in a hiatus nowadays, but still, I still recommend it. But yeah, about game dev actually, there's something I need to say about game dev. I actually downloaded Godot again. I don't know Godot. I finally need to like make it, not make. I need to finally watch a tutorial about Godot because you know I prefer how Unity operates when it comes to, you know, how editor works, how everything works. Because no, one thing I don't like about Godot is that basically like everything is stuck on top of each other. You know what? Let me do a pirate software. Let me do it like a pirate soft. Oh, sorry, you shouldn't be looking at that. Fuck. There we go. Let me show you a pirate software like a like a paint blackboard. Yeah, I just hope after I do that, I want start to get some weird ideas about ferrets and all. But yeah, let me show you how basically Godot works. And so yeah, basically Godot works like that. You have, let's say, a scene, right? You have like your level. So this is your level, right? This is where your game is in that level. Yeah, I really hope I won't become a ferret fucker after this. But yeah, anyway, yeah, let's do it quickly, I guess. You have your level, or even better, you have your game, right? You have your game. It's here, and inside your game is your level, right? And inside that level, pirate software. Things got controversial with it after that one guy. Yeah, he wanted like he wanted to ruin stop. He like lied about Ross Scott, which, you know, who the fuck lies about Ross? Ross is like one of the nicest person on the internet, you know. Ross basically did YouTube like way before pirate software did. He was like lying about him. He would like also ruin the movement he wanted to do about stop killing games and stuff like that. Which you know, I was like advocating for this movement like every time when it was in progress, basically. So it basically like almost never happened until Ross decided that enough is enough and basically called him out on his bullshit. And yeah, thankfully it passed. And now from what I understand, it went to EU Commission and politicians inside the Commission now have like basically have like 3 months to start discussing it. before it becomes a discussion proper. So we just wait. We just wait how it goes basically. But yeah, inside the game, you have let's say let's say your logic, right? You have your game logic. That's where there's let's you know, a good way to like explain it would be inside your logic. You have like, let's say, your player stats. So like like player HP, right? This is your player health. You have like player health. You have, like, for example, you have player health maybe. You have like an score or something. Maybe even, you know, player weapon, something like that. It's probably not a good idea to like put your weapon inside your logic, but still. But yeah, there we go. And also inside that level, you may also have, for example, your player or something like that. You have a player, or even better. That's more how it works in the Godot. You have let's say an entity, right? You have an entity, and then that inside that entity you may have a. God, it looks awful. You have like your player, for example, right? You have your player. You have your enemy. Yeah, sorry for the rough. Sorry for bad handwriting or anything. But that's just how I roll. You have your enemy, you have your player. You may even have, I don't know, you have a chest. Not like a human chest, right? It's like a chest with a treasure or something. You have a chest. So basically everything stacks on top of each other, and you can like, you actually can't really do it like that. You can like do it like here. Something more. That's more how it works in Unity actually. In Godot it would like work like this. You have like stuff stacked on top of each other, right? So you have stuff like logic, which stacks all that stuff here. And you also have entity, which stacks this stuff, right? Hold on. It's fine, you still understand. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, but yeah, I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've worked on Godot. But basically, it works in a way that basically like everything is basically every here, right? Every here is basically a level, right? So yeah, this is a level. Your game is a level. Your logic is a level, which stacks on top of itself. It stacks like player stats, maybe stuff like score, which is also a level. So yeah, basically like everything in Godot is a level, right? That's kind of how it works, which isn't very intuitive if you like know other engines. Also, welcome Saf, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, I know you've been streaming at mornings as well. Also like much more often than me. So yeah, welcome as well. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing great. Let me give you a shout out as well. But yeah, hope you're doing okay. Yeah, everyone follow Saf. He's especially if you're watching during that time period, since they also do like yeah I think you're doing like learning streams at morning, right? And then at evenings you do like game stuff, playing games. Head Godot, neuron activation indeed. Like as I said, now I'm saying right now why don't we like Godot actually, because you know as I say, I don't really like how everything basically like stacks on top of each other in Godot, and that basically everything is a level, stuff like that. I don't really like that about Godot, but yeah, as I said, I want to get into it because I think I don't like about Unity, which I prefer to work with, is that basically when you like make a new you make a new project in Unity, just like check something, right? Then basically like every new project in Unity is like 1 GB. Basically like new projects, there's like literally nothing inside, literally nothing, and it still has a it still has like a 1 GB of it takes 1 gig of space. It's a lot, and it like loads forever. Even if an SSD, like a Unity project with like nothing, it still like loads for like 2 minutes or so on my PC, which is unacceptable. And a new Godot project is like a few megabytes at most, maybe even kilobytes if it's like nothing there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. As I said, I want to get into it. I need to like finally watch that Brackeys tutorial because there was like this guy called Brackeys who was making Unity tutorials back in the day. Like basically he was the guy that should basically be like credited in like literally every Unity game, because like everyone was using his tutorials back in the day. He basically like had a tutorial for like everything in Unity, right? But yeah, basically like he like ended his tutorial series after a while, because he basically like was doing it for like 10 years or so, and then he decided to decided to end it, right? Because he basically, like, as I said, he made a tutorial for like everything. There was like literally nothing else he could do, so he just ended his his channel, just have all the tutorials there. But yeah, basically like a year ago or so, he just came back suddenly and started to make Godot tutorials. He did a basic Godot tutorial for 2D and 3D. So yeah, basically like all you need to start, I guess. So yeah, I finally like need to find some time. Maybe now, since I'm on a vacation for a few days. Maybe now I should like watch those tutorials and maybe make a test game. Since, as I said, I prefer how Unity works, but how much it takes of my space for like a single project is just unacceptable. It's just way too slow for me. And especially if you open Unity and then you open the IDE for your coding, right? It basically makes my PC work very slowly. It's like not pleasant to work with, unfortunately, when it comes to Unity. Even though, as I said, I prefer how it works in Unity, right? So yeah, let me show how it works in Unity. So yeah, basically we have a level again, right? We have a level. Inside the level we have our logic, which is a different object. This is a different game object, and inside of this one game object, right? You can program as many scripts as you want. So you can like program, whatever. Let's say, I don't know, stuff like game logic, right? You can have a game logic here. Let's say you can have a game logic. You can have like player stats. You can have score. You can even have controls if you want to. It's not recommended, but you can like do that. You have like score here, controls. Yeah, whatever, right? Basically, you can program anything you want here. And basically, like all of those are scripts. All those are scripts, right? And that means they can basically manipulate everything in that level, right? Actually, let me put it like that so there's a bit more space. There we go. Holy shit, this looks awful. Has better order. Yeah, it has like it has an order that is more and that is better for me, since I basically studied programming. So when you study programming, the main thing you study is object-oriented programming, which was like a paradigm since the 90s. And basically, like object-oriented programming means that you operate on a different object. So basically, you have this object, right? So yeah, basically this is an object. For example, this is a logic object, right? And instead of this logic objects are those smaller objects, right? because all of those stuffs, all of these are like a script, right? And they're like all different from each other because in Godot, all of those would basically like stuck on itself, right? All of those would basically be like basically go like this. So there's like this, and this like all of it would be like stacked, right? But in Unity, all of it is basically independent of each other. So basically, that's how it works in Unity. So you have this like independent logic object, right? Which has logic, which have all of those independent scripts, right? Inside of each other. And another thing you can do in Godot, not in Godot, but in Unity, right? Another thing you can do in Unity, I need to take a sippy as well, is that inside of those scripts. Actually, let me take it. Let me get like a bit to the right, so be a bit easier to demonstrate. So you have this player object, right? You have this player script, and inside of it you can open a public variable, which means now it is a now it's visible in the editor, right? So for example, you have a public variable, right? You have a public variable inside the player script, which for example is a player model, right? Or even better, player object. Player object. There we go. And it is a public variable. So it's visible in the editor, but not also it is visible in the editor. There's also a cool neat thing you can do, because yeah, in the level you have a player object, right? You have a player object here. There we go. So you have this player on the level, but of course you can't do anything with that object, right? Because it has like no scripts inside of it. However, the scripts that operate the player are in the logic object, right? But not in the player object. However, in Godot, you basically have to like put all your player stuff inside your player object, which is generally good. But sometimes you may want to have all that player related stuff inside your logic, which it's not the best idea, but sometimes it's necessary for some games, right? So basically, like, you have like all this player operated stuff inside the logic. However, the player object is empty. So when you like run the game, it won't work at all, right? Even though you have like everything inside your logic, there's like nothing there to like operate your player with, right? So as I said, in Godot, like everything you would have to have inside your player object. As I said, it would be like all stacked on top of each other. However, in Unity, for example, inside this player logic script, you have for example movement script. So you have something like, for example, let's move the player model, let's say 5 units to the right. For example, you like press right on your keyboard, and then it like moves your player model to the right, right? So, and to do that, we make a new variable, as I said, named player object, and from that variable inside that script, we get like the model, right? Because this player object has a model inside of it, right? So yeah, we take the model, right? Holy shit! It's actually very hard to. It's like very hard to explain if you're not used to it, even though it's pretty natural for me, right? So yeah. So yeah, again, let's do it again. Inside of a player script, you have a script that after you press something on your keyboard, it moves the player model around the map, right? And all of the player model data can be get from the player object. So then we create a new variable which is public, which means it can be accessed from the editor, right? Called player object, which inside of it from inside of that player object, we can then call the then call the 3D model of the player object right here. So then when it's done, we have that public variable. We can then go to the editor and then literally just drag and drop this. Literally drag and drop this to this variable, and then when you run the game, then it starts to work, right? So basically that's how it works in Unity, and it's very intuitive after a while. I mean, it may not be like the best thing to do, right? It may not be the best thing to do when it comes to cleanliness of the code and stuff like that, right? But it's actually quite intuitive. It's pretty easy to understand because, as I said, in Godot everything is stacked up, and you can just do something like that. If you want to call a different object in Godot, like for example something similar to what you have here, right? Yeah, in Unity it would be like drag and drop, right? But in Godot, you basically have to call it from the script itself, which you know, it's a bit harder to do. It's also much more prone to errors, stuff like that. Because for example, I'll just write it for in pseudocode. In Godot, it will kind of look like this. For example, yeah, I don't remember how it was in the Godot language, but in pseudocode it will be something like that. Basically, let's say call object, right? Let's say call object, for example, or better, call object player logic. So yeah, it will look something like that in Godot, which, you know, as I said, it's prone to errors, and sometimes it just like never works, even if you like write something properly. Yeah, we have commands. We have commands indeed. That's true. I still need to add more. But yeah, basically that's how it works in Godot, I'd say. So yeah, basically like I prefer using Unity. I just like can't. I can't afford space for it. Thank you for the city. Thank you. Again, I'll use my coffee for it. Thank you. So yeah, I think I'll use. I think I use some of them. Those vacation I have. To at the very least just watch that Brachy's tutorial, I guess. so I'll see how it works. You know, basically I was like, before using Unity and using Godot, I was doing a lot of stuff in RPG Maker, right? And I think I basically like I basically reached my limit of what you can do in RPG Maker, because I've been doing like a lot of very complicated stuff with events and such in my games, and basically I reached my limit of what you can do with just events. I mean, if you don't want events, then you just have to like start programming in RPG Maker, right? Yeah, you have to either learn Ruby or JavaScript. JavaScript, so horrible. But yeah, basically I decided if I have to program shit, if I have to like program stuff in my game, then I just rather learn an actual engine than keep using RPG Maker, right? So yeah, that's why I want to learn an actual engine. Yeah, unfortunately it can't be Unity anymore, especially since, you know, as I said, aside from like all the controversies about the Unity that like happened last year, there was also like this very big problem about how slow the engine is and how much space it takes. Which, yeah, it's not great. It's not great, especially if you want to like make a project just to like prototype stuff, which is pretty important. You basically want to know what you do before like start to make a game proper, like, right? You want to know your limitations before you want to give your all into a project, right? It's the best thing you can do if you don't want to drop it after a while. Especially in like, you know, in an actual project, in an actual engine, when you have to like program stuff and you have to like make 3D art, stuff like that, because, you know, it's very time consuming. so it's rather not commit to something you can do if you want your game to basically release. Yeah, basically, you know, before your game can succeed, then you have to release it. It's like a law of the universe. Yeah, something you need to remember, right? But it's been an hour. It's been an hour since we yapped, right? And I guess I should leave some. Yeah, I should leave some yapping topics for later, because you know, if the hit won't be too, if the hit won't be too rough later today, then I'll stream later some System Shock 2, because you know we need to finish that game. And you know, before that happens, I still want to have some yapping topics. Like for example, I finished the new Mafia. I finished that new Mafia that came out a few days before. So you know, next stream later today during the next stream, we'll have a short review, I guess. I'll review the game. Yeah, it'll be very cool. Actually, it won't be like it won't really be a review. It'll be more of an opinion, because I do have quite a few opinions about that game. As someone who like played all the other Mafia games, and you know, I very much love the first game. I very much love the first game. I've played the first Mafia when I was way too young. I was like 12 years old when I played that game, and it was hard as balls as well. It took me like a few months to beat it, but when I did, I was so proud of myself, because you know that game was great. Had a great story, especially for the time. Had a great graphics and detail for its time, and also a great story, very cinematic. You know, now that I was like playing this new Mafia, and I was thinking about the series. Like now that I think about it, yeah, like the first Mafia is like you know, the very first movie game, right? Yeah, but you know, like the very like you can say the same genre as like the Naughty Dog games, right? Which you know may not sound that good nowadays, right? But you have to like give it to like the first Mafia. It was a pioneer of that type of movie game, I guess. And it was like a very cool game in itself. Has a very great atmosphere. Has a very good story, and a pretty good gameplay too as well. Even though it's a movie game, the gameplay was like still very compelling, I have to say. Mostly because it was so hard. But yeah, I'll give you my opinion about the new Mafia later today when I stream System Shock. During my usual hours as well. Maybe even a bit earlier. Maybe we'll make a longer stream. I guess we'll see. But yeah, for now I can tell you that new Mafia is pretty good. It's like on par with the remake of the first game, which I have to say. Yeah, I'd say the new Mafia is about on par on with the Mafia 1 remake. It's worse than Mafia 2, which is worse in Mafia 1, the original one. And Mafia 3 we don't talk about. Okay, Mafia 3 wasn't that bad. It was just very annoying, because you know, about Mafia 3 was pretty good game. It was just bogged down by all the optional stuff, because you know, it was type of game that you know, you had like a story missions which were pretty good, but before you could get to the story missions, you have to like you literally had to do side quests, right? Like side quests were mandatory. You couldn't skip them. You actually had to do them. Like a basically like someone called Mafia 3 basically like yeah. Do you remember that part of GTA Vice City? Like after you killed Diaz, and you got like this business part. You had like before you like were allowed to finish the game, you had to like you had to like do all those business missions, right? Before you could continue with the story. So it's basically like the same for Mafia 3, just for like the entire game for like 30 hours. So that was pretty rough. And that's why I haven't finished Mafia 3 yet. Which is a shame, because you know, story was great and the atmosphere was top notch. Atmosphere was great, you know. all this like fake New Orleans in the 60s vibe, and all that old-timey music was fucking great. So yeah, it was a shame that the pacing of the game was god awful. 24-hour stream, yeah, maybe not, maybe not. I still have to make my pizza though today, right? I have a bit, as I said before, I have pizza for lunch. I still need to do my dough, and that takes some time. So yeah, maybe some other time, like the far future, but not today. Not today. I'm still quite iffy, right? But yeah, anyway, enough yapping. Let's play some comfy games, and I have something quite comfy for you. So let me just show you the white screen for now. There we go. Let's kill the music for a bit. And now, let's play a game. What are we gonna play? What are we gonna play today, guys? What do you think we will play today? What's chill? What's chill enough to play? Because I have a good idea. Let me just change the category. You should be seeing it in a bit. That's a wrong one. That's a wrong category. Endless Legend. Oh god, I just spoiled you. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're playing Endless Legends 2. It just came out. Like the demo just came out. Also, welcome Holden. Welcome. How are you doing today? Super ultra rare morning stream is right. Indeed it is. How are you doing, Holden? How are you doing? Hope you're doing great today. Let me just give you a shout as well. Terraria. No, not good idea though. Good idea for a vacation game, I guess. But no, today we're playing Endless Legend 2. As I said, the demo just came out. You think you lost your phone? Oh, that's bad to hear. That's not good to hear. I hope you can find it. Yeah, maybe it has like a function to like localize it. I know some phones nowadays have something like that. I think my phone has it. So maybe you should try something like that if it's available to you. But yeah, today we'll play Endless Legends 2 because the demo just came out, and you can actually play it yourself. Let me just give you a link to this. Yeah, basically the game was supposed to come out in early access about a few days ago, but they decided it's not ready yet, and then decided that instead they'll just give free demo for everyone, and then they'll release the early access in September, I think. So yeah, I guess we'll check it out again when that happens. However, today we'll play a demo, and because I do like the Endless series. I really like what I like about the series of games, because those are like 4Xs. They're like two series of those. There is Endless Space, which is like a Master of Orion clone, and there's Endless Legend, which is kind of a Civ clone but fantasy. And yeah, what I like about those series is that basically every race is different. Because when you play Civilization, when you play stuff like that, there are some differences, but they're like not that big, right? A lot of those races are pretty much the same. But Endless Legend 1 and 2 and Endless Space had a pretty cool races and a pretty cool lore as well. And so I'm quite eager to see how the game plays. I actually played the tutorial before because they actually made a good tutorial. like all the other tutorials in like Endless Space 1 and 2 and Legends 1 was pretty awful. But this one was pretty good,
Hi.
Okay,
I'm Derek Paxton.
Here's the guy.
And we are thrilled to share.
Here's the guy who made the game, I guess.
Amplitude has been working so hard on. Endless
Really?
Legend 2 is built with the community in mind.
Really,
and
community.
Your involvement is an important part of how we make games.
Yeah, I want to say there is a community, but yeah, there is.
And now we're ready for the next step.
Endless Legends 1 was like pretty big game, I think.
For you to play as we move towards early access.
I see.
This demo offers a limited part of the game, which is still being actively improved.
Yeah, there's like only 2 factions or so.
It allows us to hear what you like and what you don't like. It
Why
allows us to take risks.
Why is their Paxton sounding so familiar? I don't know. I don't know, honestly.
It gives you a chance to try it out as it goes through the long process of becoming a released game. So dive in and let us know what you think.
I see. I will.
Have fun exploring Sayada and Endless Legend 2.
Oh, there's an intro.
Many things.
I actually want to watch it because I'm not sure where the game is lore-wise.
God.
Because, you know, the first Endless Legend was like a prequel to Endless Space. But from what I've seen, this may be like either during or after Endless Space.
I have had
So yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. Destroyer.
Carry a searing flame that has flickered yet never extinguished, and an iron mantra that cannot be broken.
I see.
Waiting will soon be over. The unfortunates will suffer, but this was never their world alone.
Okay, so I guess this is a escape the world story or escape the planet story,
Remember
just like the original game.
that which was
Quite pretty.
buried will be freed.
But yeah, that's not a surprise, you know, because
That which was
I really like the art style for Endless Legends one as well. It looks really cool. Yeah, especially I love the Volters in the original game because, you know, they were like very Victor Antonov like type of art style. And yeah, this game looked quite pretty. Last time I checked, and it runs quite well as well. It like runs on my laptop pretty well, so it's pretty good, I'd say. So hopefully it like runs well for streaming. Hopefully we're not losing frames. Let me check. We actually are dropping frames. Okay, hopefully it won't be too bad. But yeah, basically I like played a bit of a tutorial. I finished the tutorial. The tutorial, I'd say, was much better than like all the other 4X games, basically, because, you know, the tutorial is basically, okay, here are the basics, you do the basics, okay, you're done. Now you can play the game. So yeah, basically that, you know, no bullshit tutorial. You basically know everything you need to know. And, you know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that because, you know, when it comes to 4Xs, the tutorials are either, you know, very long and boring, or they just skip, or they just, you know, they say to skip it entirely. And there's like this pseudo tutorial when you play, which is like very annoying and just gives you prompts all the time, which is how Paradox does it, and I hate that. And also how Endless Legend and Space did it as well. So I wasn't a fan of that, but thankfully the tutorial is pretty good here. So it's pretty simple and direct, to the point. Exactly. And, you know, I believe for like a 4X game like that, for like a strategy game, that's how we should do it. Just give me stuff to like, just give me the basics, and then I'll take it from here or take it from there. Just let me know like all the important stuff, so I wouldn't die on my first game, and then you know, and then I'll take it from here. And as I said, I do appreciate that. Especially since, as I said, the first game was quite bad about this. Also, how's the sound? Is it too loud for you? Because it is quite loud for me. Yeah, let's see the audio. It's like, it should be pretty alright, I think. But I won't play the tutorial. We just start a new game. Yeah, basically from what I know about the demo, the demo is like basically full game. It's just limited to 2 factions, and you only have like 90 turns, which is like, I'd say 2 to 3 hours of gameplay, I have to say. Okay, maybe less, I'm not sure. Yeah, we can't create a custom faction yet as well. We only have a... We only have 2 factions. It's okay for you? Okay, thanks for letting me know. That's good. Yeah, we have 2 factions. We have the aspects, which are new, and they are diplomats. And we also have Kin of Sheridan, which are defenders. And yeah, they're basically the reason why that I'm thinking about where does the game takes place in lore, when it takes place in the timeline, because, you know, the Sheridan in the original Endless Space were like the elite warriors of the United Empire, and lo and behold, the United Empire is mentioned here. So I actually wonder where's in the timeline. I guess it's not before Endless Space. It might be like after or something like that. But yeah, that's quite interesting. Yeah, that's who we're gonna play, since they seem to be the recommended faction. And you know, they're like the most normal one. Yeah, they're defenders, so I guess they're like kind of like Volters from the original game. So yeah, Volters in the original game were like a mixture of like a defending faction, of like a turtle faction, like a fast science faction. So I guess those are kind of similar. For the king, their capital is a citadel. The higher their total fortifications in their capital, the more holy commandments they unlock, the more chosen they can build. Unlock abilities that can be used within the range of their cities or chosen, including divine service. Okay, so those are like our perks for our nation, I guess. The chosen. These powerful giant constructs are the backbone of the king's military and extend the range of holy commandments. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So I guess we get like spells we can cast in the area of our cities, right? But when we have the big boys, we can also cast spells in their area. Okay, that's how it works. I see. And we have the Aspects, which seems to be a peaceful faction. The Aspects can use their influence to impose advantageous treaties, potentially controlling the outcome of war or the profits of trade. Oh, I see. So they're like a dragon faction. So yeah, there was like a very similar faction in the first game. I don't remember how they were called, but they were like basically dragons. So, which basically, as this faction could just impose their will on others using influence. So for example, you see a guy who's like who's like an enemy for you, right? You have a faction that just doesn't like you, so you know you can just use influence to literally force them into peace, so they can attack you. So that's quite funny. So yeah, we will. That faction exists. I don't think we'll play that one though, since that seems a bit quirky. We'll play the normal one, but still, it seems quite interesting. Coral networks are grown from coral spores. The resulting coral tiles hasten movement and dust collection, improve diplomacy, and makes cities faster to build. Okay, I see. So I guess it's like a creep for Zerg, or like a corrupted ground from the. Yeah, what was the game? There was a faction in the first game, like a very similar mechanic, but it was more of a corruption stuff. Assimilation. Other peoples are integrated into the aspect chorus at no cost. This special assimilation let them easily take advantages of others' abilities and military units. Okay, so so as I said, they're very similar to the dragons from the original game, which could basically do the same shit aside from this one. So they seem to be a. Yeah, they're like a combination of the dragons and I think the Hive from the original game. Okay, that's quite interesting, I see. It's cool to see that they're actually experimenting with the factions in this version of the game. Because as I keep saying, one of the big strengths of the Endless series, you know, both Space and Legends, is that the factions are like very unique to each other. So it's quite interesting to see how they will keep experimenting with them. But yeah, as I said, we'll be King of Sheridan, since they seem to be quite good. Okay, so Empire color will be. Yeah, I think that works. Let's not overthink it. I don't think we'll play it. I don't think we'll play the demo after the stream, to be honest. We'll wait for early access, especially since you know we only have 90 turns to play around with. Okay, let's go. Oh, we actually can see other races. We also have necrophages. Okay, so they were in the original game. They're like the Hive. They're like the Hive faction, you know. Okay, so let's keep it as normal. Okay, so basically those are good guys. They love diplomacy. We love defense and science, I guess. And those guys love killing everything, and they like go to war with everyone. If I remember the actual game, or no, the previous games. Turn limit none. Oh, but there is a turn limit. We have like You have like only 90, from what I remember. Okay, like already we do have like advanced generation stuff. That's cool. Peaceful mode. What's that? Air control empires will be allowed to initiate attacks and declare war on other empires. Oh, that seems new. That seems new. Yeah, that may be like the very first 4X game I've ever saw, which has like a peaceful mode. Yeah, that's quite interesting. Yeah, you know, I think that would be like a pretty good idea for like your very first game, for like a complete newbie for the genre. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Although I don't know, maybe it wasn't Humankind, but I can say I haven't played that one. And you know, Humankind was from the same developer. Okay, so Explorer is the normal. Coming soon. Okay, that's strange. Okay, okay, it actually allowed us to select this one. Okay, of course, the highest difficulty is called Endless, just like in the original game. But you know what? When it comes to strategy games, I'm a normal enjoyer because, you know, when you play on a normal difficulty, AI generally never cheats, so that's what I choose for myself. So let's keep everything as it was. Oh, so we also have a mirror. Okay, I guess. You know what? I'm pretty sure we may not even be able to see other players for how long we will play. We're basically dipping our toes today. Just checking how the game works. Okay, there's a faction intro. Let's see the lore. Yeah, I want to see where it was in the timeline of the actual series.
We came from the stars, the Sheridan, the right hand of Empress Elevus.
Okay, so
Garen led the tattered remnants of our fleet here, ordered to find a new home.
yeah, it basically takes place after Endless Space,
Yet
at least
this
one,
world has not been welcoming.
maybe two.
Terrors in the oceans, scuttling horrors.
Base normal
on the
enjoyer,
isles.
indeed.
We were
Indeed.
tested, but never swayed from our task.
I mean, as I said,
When we lost
on normal
Garen
difficulty for
herself,
strategy games, AI basically never cheats, so there's that. Yeah, oh god. Oh god, we're losing frames.
we build the kin anew.
That was bad. I'm so
With the
sorry.
wisdom of the stars and the strength of the chosen, we will fight. to
Okay,
ensure
seems
that
like we're so
Sciada is not
back.
a staging post, but our true home.
But yeah, generally in strategy games, AI cheats on higher difficulties. And I always had a problem with that. I mean, they generally don't make smarter decisions, right? They only just like cheat on resources. Yeah, especially in like Total War. Like I always hate that about Total War. So that's why I also play those games on normal. I know I'm pretty stupid as well, so there is that too. Forge a new home. We, King of Sheridan, have suffered on this world, seen our numbers decimated, seen our original commander lost to its mysteries. Now with our faith and our steel, we must rebuild anew, ensure Sciada is a home worthy of the Emperor. Okay, so I think it's like, as I said, I think it takes place maybe between Endless 2 and 1. Endless Space, I mean. Okay, let me check. Yeah, we actually didn't drop frames there. The game just choked on itself. Ooh. The frames are quite bad, hold on. Yeah, as you can see, we don't have many options. Yeah, switch to fast graphics. Should be a bit better. Holy shit, this looks muddy now. Yeah, the game doesn't look that great anymore. Yeah, but apparently this is... Yeah, I think it's in Unity, judging by graphical presets. Okay, so we have our hero here. Okay, so we have our hero, and we have our scouts, and we have our archers. Yeah, from what I've seen, one change I've noticed is that I don't know if it's only for the capital, but you can actually found cities without settlers. you can do it with with regular units, as you can see here. So yeah, for now let's split my forces. You guys come here. Yeah, this looks pretty good actually. This looks like a pretty good place for a base, or maybe here. I don't know. Actually, this one might be better, since you can see you can see the resources we have right here, and by making a capital, we basically like forfeit the resources on that tile. Okay, so here we only lose 1 industry and 1 food, but if we settle here, we would lose 1 science and 2 food, because yeah, the resources we have are from what I remember, the industry which basically allows you to build stuff faster. Then there is food which grows your population and improves your city. Then there is science which allows you to research new technology faster. And there is dust, which is basically money. And in the Endless series, what is quite interesting about Endless series is that you don't actually use money to build your units and build your buildings, right? For that you use industry actually. However, for money you pay for the upkeep of your units, right? And you can also use dust to basically insta create either a building or a unit. So that's how it works, and that's how it works in like all the other Endless games. So yeah, this is like one of the most unique aspects aside from the factions, and that this series is known for. Okay, so let's just make a capital here. Yeah, this is much better option. As you can see, it basically this basically summarizes all of your resources you get after you colonize this part of the world. There you go. And what's also interesting about Endless Legends is that when you create a new city, hold on. Found I can claim a territory. Okay, so I guess in this game you don't need settlers, so that's a change. But yeah, basically when you get a new city, it doesn't work like in Civ, right? Because in Civilization, if you make a new city, then it generates like your country borders, right? And after that, the more your city grows, the more your borders extend. It's not how it works in Endless Legends, though. In Endless Legends, when you claim a city, then you claim like the entire region, and basically like even though we can't like see stuff here, there's still like our territory, and there is no minimap as well. Can I like open it? Yeah, there is no minimap in this game, it seems. That might be quite troubling. Yeah, there's no minimap. I mean, I know I can just zoom out, but it's not the same. Oh, maybe I can like... Maybe it's in the settings, hold on. Color scheme, that's not it. Gameplay. Yeah, there is no minimap. At least there's no minimap where I can see it, so that's really troubling. I mean, you need a minimap for your strategy games, right? You need to like be able to quickly glance your territories. Since yeah, zoom is not the same, unfortunately, in my opinion. But yeah, basically, as I keep saying, Endless Legend is quite unique when it comes to 4X games. And here you can see neutral factions. And so let's go to them. Basically, neutral factions works like that. You can either pay for them to join you, or you can talk with them, or you can kill them. We'll talk with them though. And when we do that, we'll get a quest. And when we get a quest, then when we finish the quest, rather. Oh, they're here. That's our target, actually. Hold on. then I'll have to combine my units. Okay, yeah, we can't really move from here. So yeah, when we finish the quest, then they will like us, basically. That's how it works. Okay, we need to be careful here. We actually need to come back here. Because those are scouts, they're not the greatest warriors. As you can see, they have army power 182, we only have 95. So it will be quite a problem when they attack us. But yeah, basically we'll finish a quest, then they will join us. And when they join us, they will basically allow us to recruit their units. So that's how it works. And we also get more influence, as you can see here. But yeah, we still have job to do in our cities. We need to buy we need to buy something for our city, right? So you have we can either build districts or improvements. Which yeah, I haven't seen any buildings yet, you know, any actual buildings. So it seems like you can only build districts here. Also there's like this very nice detail. If you like look into the cities up close, you can see that the parts of the cities will actually have stuff related to what they do. So for example, here you have two farms, right? So you can see this orchard here, but here you have two industry, right? So you have this little sawmill. So that's like a very cool detail, like I've noticed when I played in the tutorial. So yeah, I really like how this game looks. I really like the detail inside of it. But yeah, basically districts works like that. We select the district, and then we can choose what we can build, what buildings we can build, and basically whichever building we build will boost whatever resources there, right? So yeah, here we have a. Well, actually, we don't have a farm. We don't have a farm. We haven't researched farm yet, so you can build that. So yeah, we have two food here. We have one industry. So the natural thing to build would be a farm, right? But we're too stupid. We're way too stupid to farm. We haven't figured that one out yet. So we have to build a factory. Right here, we have to build works. So basically here you can see after we place it, we see what bonus we will get in the end, right? So here we have the most. Here we have the most industry. That means we need to build a factory here. There we go. So that's what we have under construction right now. And yeah, we really need to research our. Yeah, where's the research stuff? Quest journal, protectorates. Where's the research? Okay, it's not here. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Yeah, they put like the UI stuff that used to be here. They put it right here. I don't think I like that change. But yeah, we're too stupid for agriculture. I mean, we're good enough to know industry, right? But we're too stupid to farm. And that's quite interesting. That speaks a lot about Sheridan, I guess. Okay, we have. Yeah, unlocks farm. That's what we need. So yeah, we get the farm. We'll get the. Yeah, what else would we get? Do we need money first, or do we need like governance? Let's see. Unlocks district forum. That's for influence, and that gives me approval. So I don't think that's. Yeah. I don't think we need to like worry about approval yet. That's like for later when you like expand. What else do we have? District bridge. It doesn't really tells me what it does though. Laboratory. Okay, so laboratory is basically the factory for science, or farm for science, I guess. Yeah, I know. Maybe some martial stuff would be good. Although yeah, it kind of like that race kind of like seems to lead me for like in industry and warfare path, I guess. So yeah, I think we'll research currency. We get some money, and after that we get better health for units. Okay, so we have free stuff queued, and actually no, you know what? I think a better idea would be to do laps first. So we unlock them. Okay. So yeah, I don't think we can do anything else for this turn. Let's continue the game. Oh yeah, there's this guy. Yeah, you go and reinforce. Oh, okay. Now we actually have power to attack to kill those guys. Can we do it? Not yet, it seems. Yeah. It seems like you can just reach from this hex to this one. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, it's end turn for now. Oh, already? Okay. It's very quick. Okay, I guess we can now kill those guys. Actually, let's reinforce them here. Okay, basically what's happening here, right? When two units are on the same elevation, then that basically means either this unit or this unit can move anymore, like anywhere. I mean, or I guess they can move, but then they will be attacked. So it basically works the same as in Civilization. Which, you know, it's a pretty good thing to steal stuff from. It's like the 4X game, right? What do you want me to do? Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, okay, I see. The battlefield is too small, so we can fight them manually. Okay, then. They almost killed my scouts, though. Yeah, we got 30 dusts out of that. Okay, can't really do anything else here. Okay, so hopefully they'll recover. Okay, so no one has any more movement points, I guess. Okay, so I guess we just use them for scouting now. Okay, it seems like they're recovering slowly but surely. Okay, so you guys can go and talk to those guys. Oh, they don't want to talk. Oh, I see. It's because we have another quest. Okay, I get you, game. I get you. Then let's just keep going this way. And you guys can go and kill those bandits. We can actually do it here. Wait. Oh, okay, so it seems like this guy can somehow reach us. Okay, let's confirm it. We won't use this guy though. Oh, it's here. Yeah, I think you can hide in the bush. You know what? You guys go switch places. There we go. Where are the bandits? Okay, I guess they're hidden in the bushes as well. They know my tactics. They know my tactic, right? So we get... Okay, they're here. And can I, like, pass the turn? Okay, let's defend, actually. Let's defend. Let them go to us. I'll try to flank those guys here. Yeah, they're in the cover. You guys can keep defending. Okay, yeah, good. They didn't reach us, so that's fine. You need to get the fuck out, my friend. Yeah, you just stay here. There we go. Attack those guys. And you go and flank them. There we go. Unfortunately, those guys are on a high ground. I don't think that's good for us. Yeah, we can't attack here. Do you have any skills? Oh, okay, he actually has. But we need to wait for it. Hopefully we won't get too much damage. Oh, yeah, see? That's what I told you. If they wanted to move... Okay, so it seems like the same rules apply to the combat map as well. Okay, let's use our skill. Kill those guys. Then kill those guys. And can you join in? They actually can. Okay, hopefully they won't die though. Oh no! Ah, God. Yeah, I guess we couldn't do anything. You know, that was a sacrifice I'm willing to make. You know, they were just a scout. Hey, victory! You have done well. I can hear from your weapons whispers that the monsters who took our scouts have paid the price. Indeed they did. I offer this gift of thanks, and we join our swords to yours, in memory of the fallen. Yeah, we could use a... we could use a unit, if you could. Yeah, see, now we should be able to... Actually not yet. Yeah, get the spoils. That's important. And yeah, now we... It seems like they also added a population from Endless Space 2 as well. So yeah, basically, ethnic cleansing is not only possible, but also encouraged in this game. Yep, it's just that kind of game, you know. Okay, foundation. Okay, it seems like I can also... It seems like I can also just improve my borders normally. Gonna build a district upon a village, yeah, I know that. Left click on highlighted terrain to spend influence. Okay, so it's like you can also like extend your borders just like in Civ. Okay, I see how it works now. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Exactly. Exactly. That's just how we do it. That's just how we do it here. Yeah, I don't really want to do that, to be honest. It doesn't seem that worth it. Okay, I guess. It's not like we can use it for anything else. But yeah, it seems like they don't want to give me a unit though. Okay, are those guys friendly? Okay, so both of those are pacified, both of those factions. Oh yeah, I remember. There's a thing we need to do. We need to actually set them as a protectorate. Oh no. Yeah, I told you that's why I thought extending border was a bad idea. Yeah, basically can't use those guys now. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. I guess we fucked up. That's fine. That's something to remember. Also, our hero leveled up, so we should do something about it. Equipment. Do we have anything? We have a sledgehammer, but we need a different hero for that. Yeah, we only have a pussy with a bow, so that's a problem. We have... Yeah, our hero has no friends, so we can do that. Oh, a nemesis as well. Oh, that's interesting. It may have been in Endless Space, so I don't remember though. I don't remember now. Okay, it seems like he didn't level up yet. It was just a tutorial. Yeah, I guess we can like put him on a court, but that's also for later. We don't have enough approval. Okay, I think there's nothing else for us to do. Yeah, no notification, our city grows. There is all good. Okay, we'll build it in 3 turns. Can I like... Okay, let's wait for a farm. Let's just wait for a farm. Oh yeah, another thing we can do. We can switch our population to basically to like whatever they need to do. So for example, citizens who like do give us farming and stuff, and artisans are basically industrialists, and scribes are for science and influence, as you can see here. So it basically works the same as it works the same as Stellaris in that regard. Alright, Mr. Zambarson, gonna hit the high, enjoy your time. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you. It's quite late for you, so have a nice sleep as well. Thank you for stopping by, and let me just give you a shout out as well. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your sleep. Have a nice dreams. Also, hello third party, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're doing okay as well. Hope you're doing great on this morning. As you can see, we're being quite industrious, and that because that allows for our stuff to build faster, basically. Thanks, that was enjoyable. Bye bye. Yeah, it was nice to chat with you today as well. But yeah, thank you for being here again. I tried to catch your stream as well, if I can, but you also like stream very late for me. So, but I will try. So yeah, thank you again for being here, and I see you some other time. Have a nice sleep, and thank you for the headpad. I actually need to finish my coffee because it's cold now. There we go. I don't think we have anything else to do. Hold on, can I like buy a unit? Can I buy another scout? Hold on. Convert production. Oh yeah, I can also like convert production just to other resources, just like in Civ. However, okay, it seems like I can. Okay, it's too expensive. Okay, so one thing I don't like already is the new queue, because back in the day, the queue was kind of like a list, right? And from that list, you could instantly buy a thing in a QE, because you can still buy things, but they need to be the first in the QE. So I don't like that. It's a bit junkier than before. Yeah, what would you know, right? What would you know? A new game is a bit more junky in a few places than the games that came before it. But even still, I do enjoy. I do enjoy the game though. I do enjoy some changes here and there. Oh, what's here? Some resources. Okay, we need to actually go here. 3 turns, really? Are you faster, perhaps? No, he's not. Okay, so you guys can scout this part of the map, I guess. And this guy will continue this way. Oh, look at this. Yeah, even if the graphics being a bit junky, this game is still quite pretty. But just as the first game was. Fencing research. The hard part isn't the crops, it's the pest. Indeed, anonymous peasant. But yeah, we did it, guys. We did it. We've invented farming. We're so back. And since I did that, yeah, let's get the district. Let's find a nice place to put our farm. Like I don't know. Like it's. So it's not in our borders actually. And I can buy it as well for some reason. So yeah, I guess this one is fine. Yeah. Let's just have a farm straight in the middle of a town. I think that would be good. Level up when started by this 4 districts. Okay, so I guess you can like also boost your population with like a residential district. Okay, I see. I guess that's how it works. Okay, let's make our farm. And actually, I'll try to buy it. Oh, it's still too expensive. Okay, then I guess we can wait. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Let's just buy the industry. Oh, okay. I see how it works now. I see how it works. And now instant buy already gives you the thing in the same turn. In the previous games, it gives you the thing like in the next turn. It just went at the very start of the QE. Okay, so I see. Okay, now I see why that change happened, I guess. But it's still quite junky in my opinion. Here you guys go here. Get provisions. That seems like a good idea. And we can continue. Oh, that's like a very nice place for like another settlement. Yeah, that's like a very nice place. You have a good news. Welcome back, Lawbringer. What news do you bring? What news do you bring? You say it's good, so I hope they are. The missing youth. Oh, it's like a quest, I guess. Yeah. Another thing that's like pretty unique to this game is that, yeah, even though like in the sandbox mode, you still like get a quest, right? You still like get a quest so you can like do something. So you have like a target, I guess, to reach. And so that's like another unique stuff. Although I think, I think Civilization may have stolen it from Endless series. Found a free door kicker with mod and works with no ads. Oh, you mean like a door kicker clone? Yeah, is that a thing? Is that a thing? It's like a game that people cloned? I didn't know that. But yeah, that's quite interesting. That's quite interesting. But yeah, I do own the door kickers already, although on my Switch, so it's not like the most pleasant. You just notice I'm kind of choppy. Yeah, I just noticed that too. You know, it's just sheer power of Unity, I guess. sheer power of Unity. But you know, could be worse. Could be Unreal Engine. That would just explode my PC, right here and there. There you ask about the engine. Yeah, it's Unity. It's Unity. Thankfully. Yeah, modern Unity is still, I guess, better than modern Unreal Engine. No, it's the door kicker. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. But yeah, I do already own the game. I own the game already. But yeah, on the Nintendo Switch though. But yeah, we got a quest, it seems. 20 winters have passed since the mantle of leadership fell on General Shaparenko. Yet she could remember no harder time. Yeah, I guess you're playing Russians. Yeah, I've been thinking. Any endless series like Lore Masters here. Where do United Empire like Russians in the original games? I don't remember that part. I think they were kind of like a. I think they were more Germanic, I guess. I remember now. You actually need to play Endless Space 2 again. You know, because of that demo, because I played it a few days ago. I was actually thinking about going back to Endless Space or the original Endless Legends, because you know, those games are quite fun, and I think like all of them are like on sale right now as well. Because you know, there's like a 4x even on Steam right now. Also, third party. Since you're here, today, the Dawn of War remaster is coming out today, and from what I've seen, it's if you own the original game, you get 30% discount. If you don't know about it. So yeah, I think I may actually buy it, since you know it's like $40 and then you get 40% discount. So it's not too much, I guess. But yeah, I wonder if that remaster would like revitalize the online scene. That would be pretty fun. Yeah, it would be quite fun to like play it online. Even though I'll probably get destroyed by the Grognards, right? But yeah, it would be cool. It would be cool. I guess we'll see if we actually get that discount. But yeah, let's finish the quest. The devastation of the storms have scarred many kin, and the ensuing starfalls have stirred ancient memories of their own times traveling the heavens. Sermons are more evangelic, congregations greater, and canticles sang with unrecalled zeal. Garen's legend burns brighter than ever, with many kin desperate for their lost leader to return from the wilds and relight their path. For the leader of the kin, it's the testing time. So do I know that in Asia people love to get games for free? Sorry, in the world. yeah. Yeah, you know, that's what my country has in common with Asia. We also do love. we also love getting stuff for free. Yeah, we also have like this very vibrant pirate scene as well. Back in the day, like you know, it used to be something like you would like go to Mr. Pirate, but buy a CD with like 20 games or something like that, and then you would play it and it would be like translated to your language, or to my language, both in sub, but also in voice, and that could go. That will go in a interesting ways. French have some stupid rules. Yeah, as do Germans. Yeah. From what I've seen, Germans are also like pretty anal about piracy. They're kind of known for it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Germany they like, if you like torrent some stuff and they caught you, they send you a letter. they send you a letter and then basically threaten you that if you don't stop, then they will sue you. And from what I've seen, it was, you know, just it was just a, for most people it was just a threat, but it seems like they did it a few times, and people like actually had to pay fines. But yeah, that was in Germany. French have so without owner permission you can touch the cat. Oh, I didn't know that. That seems more of a UK rule, I guess. That seems a bit more English than French, to be honest. Yeah, mate, do you have a license to touch that quite? I don't know, fella. I don't know if you have a license for that. Haha, VPN goes brr, exactly. You know, turn on VPN, turn on adblocker. Oh yeah, it's internet surfing time. Guillotine now. Indeed. Yeah, we need another French Revolution. It has come too far. Seneschal, I pray you disturb me for a good reason. I have a lot on my mind. For good reason, yes, but my news are troubling. Spit it out then. I hear enough riddles from the chaplains. Pritzia is missing, slipped past the patrols. Another one determined to retrace the great Commander Garen's footsteps, no doubt. One of our more promised to use, but she's too impetus. Do I hear a soft spot in your voice, General? Perhaps, but no matter who, the response would be the same. We need to send a search party. Viva la Revolution in UK and also in France. We need to go full revolution there. That'll be quite nice. Okay, no more movement. Yeah, it seems like this turn is... we did all we could. Yeah, just continue. Okay, so we have to find some ruins. Let's actually see if we... oh god, we found some luxury resources as well. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay. Originally feared as a contaminant, this fungus actually fights rot and when correctly used, preserves the freshness of food. Okay, so it's basically salt. Indoor guys trying to complete challenges. Yeah, this is like the game all about completing challenges, right? From what I remember, it's like a puzzle tactics game. Okay, so we still found that resource somewhere. I don't see where though. I know. Is that it? I don't know. Where's that resource? It's somewhere within our borders, I guess. But I don't see it anywhere. Okay, let's continue this way. Yeah, in the original game, our goal would basically be somewhere on the map, like already explored. Oh, I see. So the map is just... yeah, the map wraps in on itself. That's no good. It will be like in Dominion 6, which, you know, the game wrapping on itself was very, very confusing. especially in the long games. But yeah, let's continue going. Ooh, weapons! We found some weapons, there we go. Oh, we can go there, it's so over. Quite nice music as well. Okay, can't buy that one yet. So we just gotta continue. What do we have in tech though? Okay, we're researching gold. That's good. We need more dosh. Oh yeah, that's like a very nice coast for a... yeah, either here or here. That's like a great place to set up a camp somewhere. Yeah, there's a... yeah, in those cases, I think it's safe as well. You get like a lot of science points if you settle on like a shore. For I don't know why, but it just works that way. Okay, so nothing more here. They just what's here? Abandoned site. Okay, there we go. We gotta take it. We took the weapons. Spiral crabs. Ooh, that's cool. It's... Yeah, settling somewhere here would be pretty good, I think. We're almost there, influence-wise. Okay, what do you want me to do? Oh yeah, we can like boost our empire by using it. I remember it works the same in the original game. Crabs, the peak of evolution, indeed. The greatest of life forms. Okay, raid the ruins. That's what we do. Darkhorn mail found. Oh, okay. It seems like we got an item. It seems, and also our hero leveled up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, see, we have equipment now. There we go. Now we can make our own hero. So cool. Yeah. I wonder if it's the same for the units. Yeah, one of the things in Endless Legends 1 you can do is that you could basically design your own units with like weapons you found. So that was pretty fun as well. Okay, so we finally got a skill point. What skills do we have? Okay, so those are active skills, but I'd like to see passive ones. When attacking a unit, adjacent to 2 friendly units adds them damage, so that's a buff, that's good. Gives 12 shield to this unit and adjacent friendly units. Okay, so that's also quite cool. Gains shield. That's not actually that great, I guess. Okay, so that boosts experience. And this adds max health. And this is... When covering a curiosity, gives plus 5 experience. Oh, it seems like we can also just upgrade our stats outright, it seems. Okay. Yeah, I think this one may be the best. There we go. I mean, it's not like we'll probably have to use it today. Because I'm finishing up in a bit. I just want... Yeah, I know. I know I have equipment. I already did that, you know. I'll just settle in a new city. And then we can finish for today. Actually, not for today. For today's morning, because I will return later. For System Shock. For either System Shock or Abiotic Factor. But as I said, it depends. It basically depends on how hot it is today. Because yesterday was quite hellish. It was very hard yesterday. Oh, what do we have here? We have an improvement. You can also improve your city in many ways. Okay, so let me try to improve something. What do we have? Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that, I guess. I don't know what that will do, but hopefully something good. Also, we need more units, so I'll make more of those. Can I like buy them? Yeah, I can buy them for some reason. Okay, I see why. I see why I couldn't buy them. Okay, so I'll just return here, and that's where we settle. Okay, I actually really like the change that your units can... That you don't need a settler, basically, if you want a new town. Okay, now we have currency, now we have money. Okay, so now we're researching the way to do science, I guess. Which should be pretty useful here. Because as I said before, you get a lot of science on the shore. Okay, so we go here. And now we can claim this entire region. As I said before, that's how it works in this game. I mean, I guess you can also like extend your borders normally, but generally when you make a city, you claim an entire region. So that's how it works in the Legends series. Okay, so let's see our new city. Yeah, I actually really like that you don't need settlers for that. That's a very cool change. because it was like always annoying when you have to like make a settler unit, and then you would have to lose it when you make a city. Now you can just use your military units that you use anyway, right? So yeah, that's like a very, very cool change. I really like that. I wish more games will do that after this one. Okay, okay, and then when you have camp, I guess we can then evolve it into a city or attach it to an existing one. Okay, so I assume. Okay, so I assume that this will allow us to. Yeah, what does it do actually? I guess it only like extends our borders for now. Hold on, I want to check the camp. Okay, so we can like claim this for now, and then we'll have to like evolve it after a while. Okay, so I guess that's how it works. Yeah, that is quite interesting. That is quite interesting. Okay, yeah, see? I think I know. I understand how it works now. Okay, so you have this like when you have a city, you have this like borders right here, and those borders here are kind of checkered, and those are full. So I guess those are like strong borders, and those are not set in stone yet. Those are like claimed but not really. Okay, so I guess that's how it works. Yeah, that is really cool. As I keep saying, I really like that. That is really interesting. Okay, so we have no more moves. We made the city, and it's been a while. It's been 2 hours already, and yeah, as I said, we will still play later. So we play System Shock. I mean later. So yeah, that was pretty fun. I really enjoyed that game. So let me just return to myself for now. There we go. I shouldn't be lagging now as well. Everything should be good. Come on, game. You can leave now. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, we actually haven't lost that many frames, to be honest. We didn't lose that much, but yeah, basically, yeah, I really like the game. I really like the demo. There is a potential for a good game here. I think I like this game as much as I like Endless Legend 1 and also like Endless Space. I mean, those guys do some damn good strategy games. I mean, aside from Humankind, right? No one likes that one. But it seems like I moved to the right direction. I mean, aside from some jank, I really been enjoying the changes. So yeah, that's it for the demo. We won't play the demo again. However, we will check out the game when it comes out in early access, which as I said, will be in September. Okay, so as I said before, that's it for the Monday stream. So thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed this stream today. Thank you for being here so early, everyone. I hope you didn't lose too much sleep today. And yeah, basically it was like nice to see fellas who basically can't make it on my usual hours, and now they're here. They were here chatting. So yeah, I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed it as well. So basically, it's not. I'm not done for today. If it's not too hot, if it's not way too hot, then I will return in a few hours, and then we'll play System Shock 2. We have a normal stream as well. This is like a nice bonus in the morning. And now I'll have my pizza to do. I have my pizza dough bases to make. So that's what I need to do. And who can I rate? I have a good idea who can I rate actually. And because as I said, there are different people streaming during those hours, right? And those are people that I generally can't rate, right? So that's a bit of a problem. But now I can rate them. Now we're at a good hour to do that. So yeah, as I said, thank you all again for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Lawbringer. Thank you, Beloved. Thank you, Kenrin. Thank you, Saphael, and thank you, Holden, and thank you, Third Party, for being here today. I hope all of you enjoyed today's stream, and I hope you see you guys again a bit later. So yeah, that's it for today. That's it for today. As I said, we'll either play System Shock, not for today, for this hour. As I said, I will most probably return later for either System Shock or Abiotic Factor, or who knows, maybe Dawn of War. Maybe Dawn of War, you never know. I just need to see the price with like the discount, right? But yeah, we're going to rate Noah. We're going to rate Noah Noel. He's an Angle who play a lot of interesting games, and he streams every day. usually during those hours. And as I said, I haven't raided him before, and he did raid me. He actually did raid me when I streamed one time. So I think we should do that. I think we should repay the gesture. So yeah, let's go and say hi to the angle, and I see you guys some other time. And by some other time, I mean a few hours. So see you guys later.